Hey, how's it going? This is Nutrition for the Mind, and I just wanted to share with you something that's food for thought, something that can help us to think, help our consciousness to evolve a little bit. So I was talking to a customer about, and if you haven't watched on one to two of my previous videos, I discussed what happened on Christmas. It was a beautiful event, a beautiful time. But then as I was walking to my car, I was physically attacked by my cousin's baby father. I guess he was drunk, and I guess he saw me and just wanted to attack. He tried to attack. I guess he tried to choke me or whatnot. And I decided to permanently remove myself from their clan until they heal and get it together. But anyway, I was telling a person about that because she asked, "How was your Christmas?" And I was like, "Oh, it was great up until when it was time for me to go home." And she was like, well, her Christmas event, she said everybody was doing good. Everybody was dancing, drinking. She had her sons, her daughters there. And she said her daughter eventually ended up cursing her out, disrespecting her. Really just letting loose. And she said she sat still and she was quiet the entire time. Now, if somebody is going off on you and the person that's receiving the gibberish, the verbal attacks, if they just sitting down quietly, that's a sign to actually run for the hills. Like, whenever somebody sit quietly, they know themselves enough to know the damage they can do. They know the amount of damage that they'll possibly do. And I had responded to the woman. I was like, "Oh, you really love your daughter. You really love," because that takes a certain amount of love for the other person and for yourself, low key, to just sit there and take that in your own home. And she responded, yes. She said it's definitely out of love. She said because her old self would have snapped. And then another thing she brought up was how she learning that if people can't respect her, they don't have to agree with her. I love that she emphasized on that too, how they don't have to agree with me. At the same time, there should be a level of respect, and there should be a way to communicate your disagreements, frustrations, since everybody is adults. And I'll say yes. At the same time, she was like, if she can't be respected, I guess, then the person has to go and they have to move on. And I said, I'm on that type of level too. So I guess this is what I got out of it, and I want to share it with you all. That certain situations, first of all, when people show you who they are, believe them at that moment. And two, it's best that to let them go, especially if they have a long way to go to in evolving and growing and learning. Let them go. And you don't have to feed into like the woman did. She didn't feed into it. Now, everybody has their own choice and right to respond however they want to. And I do understand individuals that defend themselves verbally and they will match energy. I understand it. I did it before too. At the same time, you do have a choice too, as well, to preserve your energy, protect your energy. And when somebody show you who they are, fine. That could be relatives, kids, strangers, co-workers, a friend, associates. Remove yourself or have them to be, or let them like move on and just cut them off. Because right at this moment, I'm about to say 2025, well, 2025 is right around the corner. Right at this moment, everyone needs to practice not taking any more bullshit from people. And what I mean by that people are toying, and I use it to describe effing around. People are toying with other people's time, space, and energy, and it's individuals that doing this to people they close with, to their kids. Man, I see people toy with their kids, time, space, and energy like it's not anything. And what I mean by toying with their energy, they so unhappy. They do not know how to express themselves or deal with their anger and emotions, that they end up lashing out. And they could lashing out on people that's probably in a higher vibration or minding his or her own business. They lash out on them, take it out, pour it out, all out on them, and then if you match the energy, then you become drained, and then now you involved and warped into their what I call toxic vortex, or draining or negative vortex, and it's like it become a lose-lose situation. Even though I understand the person that's matching the energy, because you just lash out at me. So, excuse me. So, at this very moment, don't wait. We are going to. Oh, some people be randomly looking. Okay, at this very moment, we are going to just remove ourselves or cut completely those who are toying with our time, space, and energy. They're not respecting boundaries. They're not respecting us, because why? They not respecting themselves. They probably don't even have boundaries yet. And instead of judging, you can make a conscious choice to remove yourself completely, because everybody's on different journeys, correct? At the same time, you don't have to be there with them on that journey, especially if it's toxic, especially if it's draining, especially if it's hurtful and stressful. Yes, when you look at a person, let's take a relative for example. A relative you grow up with, you love, but then all of a sudden you see that it's just becoming draining. They are too toxic. They are too negative. They are, every once in a while, they put you in drama, or you hear a lot about drama. It's okay to remove yourself, because right now, whatever life has planned for them, they have to learn it on their own. And sometimes you just have to send love and light, and love yourself enough too to, hey, I gotta remove myself, because we on two different wavelengths. And maybe when they reach the wavelength I'm at, we can reconnect. But right now, you gotta have that self-talk. Like, right now, I have to remove myself to protect my energy, to keep my inner peace and my outer peace. And it is okay. You do not have to stick around in the drama. You don't have to stick around in toxicity. You can remove yourself, or remove people away from you, or remove yourself from the people or the situation. And this is what we're going to do and bring in for 2000. I ain't going to bring a year, right at this moment and forever. We're going to do that out of love for yourself, and heck, out of love for the other person too. You know, people has to evolve and learn on their own, and that's a right that people have. You do not have to be along that journey with that person. Allow life to school the people. Allow their journey to school them. You don't have to school somebody unless they ask for help. But other than that, if it's draining, it's toxic, remove yourself completely. And I really believe in that. So, I just wanted to leave that with you. And I know I'm all over the place, but this is real talk, real time. And once again, everything is unedited. And I really did go all the way around in circles, but hopefully you got something from it, because right now, I feel like when I make these videos, to tell y'all honestly from the heart, not from here. So I speak from here, and I hope it can reach out and help somebody, because we in this together. We're in this together, and on that note, originate, create, authenticate, do not memorize or plagiarize, just naturalize the situation. Until next time.